Have you ever wondered why some people seem to attract success effortlessly while others struggle no matter how hard they try? What if I told you that the key to your future is already in your hands, or rather in your mind? The truth is, you become what you think about. Your thoughts shape your beliefs, your actions, and ultimately, your reality. But how does this actually work? Is it just a motivational phrase, or is there real science behind it? In this video, we're diving deep into the fascinating power of thought, how your mindset influences your life, the science backing it up, and the simple shifts that could completely transform your future. Stay with me, because what you're about to learn might just change the way you see everything. What celebrities say about power of the mind. This concept isn't just theory. Many successful people have used the power of thought to shape their destinies. Here are some real-life examples that prove how mindset and belief can change everything. 1. Jim Carrey, manifesting success. Before Jim Carrey became one of Hollywood's biggest stars, he was just a struggling comedian trying to make ends meet. But instead of giving in to doubt, he used the power of visualization. In the early 1990s, he wrote himself a check for $10 million for acting services rendered, dated it for 5 years in the future, and kept it in his wallet. He looked at it regularly, imagining himself as a successful actor. What happened? In 1994, just before his self-imposed deadline, he landed a role in Dumb and Dumber with a paycheck of exactly $10 million. His belief in his own success pushed him to take action, improve his craft, and seize the right opportunities when they came. 2. Oprah Winfrey, overcoming circumstances through mindset. Oprah Winfrey was born into extreme poverty and faced countless hardships, but she never let those circumstances define her future. She has spoken about how, even as a child, she always believed she was destined for something bigger. She constantly visualized a better life and focused on opportunities instead of obstacles. That mindset helped her push through setbacks, stay resilient, and take risks. Today, she's one of the most influential women in the world, proving that your thoughts can shape your future, no matter where you start. 3. Muhammad Ali, the power of self-belief. Muhammad Ali didn't just say he was the greatest. He believed it with every fiber of his being, long before the world recognized his talent. He constantly repeated affirmations like, "I am the greatest and I'm the champion," reinforcing his self-confidence. His mindset shaped his training, his fights, and ultimately, his legacy. Even when people doubted him, he remained firm in his belief, proving that self-perception directly impacts success. 4. Arnold Schwarzenegger, visualizing his future. Before he became a bodybuilding icon, a Hollywood superstar, or the governor of California, Arnold Schwarzenegger was just a young man in Austria with a vision. He used visualization techniques to imagine himself winning bodybuilding championships, landing movie roles, and even becoming a political leader. He didn't just dream, he acted in alignment with those thoughts. He trained relentlessly, improved his skills, and seized every opportunity. Today, his journey is a testament to the idea that you become what you think about most. 5. Conor McGregor, using visualization to achieve victory. UFC fighter Conor McGregor has openly talked about the role visualization played in his success. Before fights, he doesn't just train physically, he mentally rehearses every move, imagining himself winning with specific knockouts. Before becoming a champion, he would say things like, "I see myself with the belt. I visualize myself raising it." That strong mental picture gave him the confidence and focus to make it happen. His rise in the UFC is a clear example of thought shaping reality through belief and action. What these stories teach us, these real-life examples prove one thing: success starts in the mind. Every one of these individuals focused on their goals with intensity, belief, and consistent action. The question is, what are you thinking about most? Because whatever it is, that's the direction your life is headed. The power of thought. Your mind is like a powerful magnet, constantly attracting the things you focus on most. Whether you realize it or not, your thoughts influence your decisions, your emotions, and even the opportunities that come your way. Think about it. Successful people don't just stumble into success. They think like successful people first. They visualize their goals, believe in their potential, and take actions that align with that vision. On the other hand, those who dwell on failure, self-doubt, or negativity often find themselves stuck in a cycle of setbacks. But why does this happen? It all comes down to how our brain works. There's a part of your brain called the reticular activating system, ERAS, and it acts as a filter for information. Every second, your brain is bombarded with millions of bits of information, but your RAS decides which ones actually reach your conscious awareness. And what does it prioritize? The things you focus on most. For example, have you ever learned a new word and suddenly started hearing it everywhere? Or maybe you bought a new car and now see that same model on the road all the time? That's your RAS in action. It filters the world based on what your mind is already focused on. Now apply that to your daily thoughts. If you constantly think about success, your brain starts noticing opportunities, ideas, and people that can help you get there. But if you're fixated on failure or negativity, your mind will unconsciously seek out things that confirm those fears, whether they're real or not. This means your thoughts don't just influence your mood, they actively shape your reality. When you believe something is possible, your brain starts aligning your actions and perceptions to make it happen. But when you doubt yourself, your mind will find reasons to justify those doubts. So if your thoughts are the blueprint for your future, the real question is, what are you thinking about most? Scientific evidence. The idea that thoughts shape reality isn't just a motivational slogan. It's backed by science. Researchers have spent decades studying the connection between mindset and real-world outcomes, and the results are astonishing. One of the most well-documented effects of positive thinking is its impact on health. Studies show that people with an optimistic outlook tend to live longer, recover faster from illnesses, and even have a lower risk of heart disease. In a study from Johns Hopkins, researchers found that individuals with a positive mindset were 13% less likely to suffer from major cardiovascular events. Why? Because a positive attitude reduces stress, lowers inflammation, and strengthens the immune system. But it doesn't stop at health. Your brain physically changes based on what you focus on. Neuroscientists call this neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to rewire itself based on repeated thoughts and experiences. When you repeatedly think about success, confidence, or new skills, your brain strengthens the neural pathways associated with those thoughts, making them more automatic over time. Essentially, you're training your brain to expect and create better outcomes. And then there's the famous placebo effect. Patients who believe they're receiving a treatment often experience real improvements, even if they were only given a sugar pill. This isn't just wishful thinking. It's the brain's ability to turn belief into biological change. If the mind is powerful enough to heal the body, imagine what it can do in shaping your life circumstances. The science is clear. Your thoughts don't just reflect reality, they help create it. So the question is, what kind of reality are your thoughts building for you? Practical applications. Understanding that your thoughts shape your reality is one thing, but how do you actually use this knowledge to change your life? The good news is you don't need to be born with an unshakable mindset. You can train your brain to work for you instead of against you. Here's how. 1. Rewire your mind with positive self-talk. Your internal dialogue plays a huge role in shaping your beliefs and behaviors. If you constantly tell yourself, "I'm not good enough," or "I'll never succeed," your brain starts accepting those thoughts as facts. But if you replace those statements with empowering ones, "I'm capable," "I always find a way," "I'm learning and growing," you start shifting your mindset in a way that drives real change. A simple trick? Every time you catch yourself thinking something negative, immediately replace it with a positive or neutral statement. Instead of, "I'll never figure this out," say, "This is challenging, but I'm learning." Small shifts like this train your brain to expect better outcomes. 2. Use visualization to program your brain. Elite athletes and top performers don't just practice physically, they train their minds through visualization. This technique involves vividly imagining yourself achieving your goals, engaging all your senses to make the experience feel real. Studies show that when you visualize an action, Your brain activates the same neural pathways as if you were actually doing it. Try this. Close your eyes and picture yourself succeeding at something important to you. Imagine every detail, how it feels, what you see, the sounds around you. Doing this consistently helps your brain get comfortable with success, making it more likely to happen in reality. 3. Create a daily affirmation routine. Affirmations are short, powerful statements that reinforce positive beliefs. The key is to say them with conviction and repetition. Instead of vague phrases like, "I want to be successful," try, "I am disciplined, focused, and attracting success every day." The best time to use affirmations? First thing in the morning. The way you start your day sets the tone for everything that follows. Speak your affirmations out loud or write them down. It might feel strange at first, but over time, these words start shaping your reality. Shift your focus. Train your reticular activating system. Remember the reticular activating system, RAS, we talked about earlier? You can train it to work in your favor. Start by writing down your goals and reviewing them daily. When you consciously focus on something, whether it's finding new opportunities, improving relationships, or developing a skill, your brain starts filtering the world to highlight things that align with that goal. For example, if you decide, "I'm going to find a way to make more money," your RAS will start noticing job openings, business ideas, or connections that were always there but previously ignored. The more you focus on your goal, the more your brain helps you find ways to achieve it. 5. Turn negativity into growth opportunities. Let's be real. Life isn't always positive, and ignoring problems won't make them go away. The key isn't to pretend bad things don't exist, but to reframe them in a way that helps you move forward. Instead of thinking, "This setback proves I'm not good enough," ask yourself, "What can I learn from this?" Or, "How can I use this tool?" Every challenge carries a lesson, and those who focus on growth instead of failure always come out ahead. Your thoughts shape your beliefs, your emotions, and ultimately, your future. The question isn't whether your thoughts are influencing your life. The question is how they're doing it. So, what kind of reality are you creating with your mindset today? At the end of the day, your mind is the most powerful tool you have. Every thought you entertain, every belief you reinforce, and every mental image you focus on is shaping the life you're living, whether you realize it or not. History, science, and real-life examples all point to one undeniable truth. You become what you think about most. If you constantly dwell on failure, fear, and limitations, your actions will follow that path. But if you train your mind to focus on success, growth, and possibilities, you'll start attracting the opportunities, people, and circumstances that align with those thoughts. This isn't just about wishful thinking. It's about rewiring your brain, taking intentional action, and setting yourself up for success. Every great achiever, from Jim Carrey to Oprah Winfrey, has harnessed this principle to create extraordinary lives. And the best part? So can you. So ask yourself, what thoughts are you feeding your mind every day? Are they leading you toward the life you want or holding you back? Because whether you believe it or not, your future is being shaped by what you focus on right now. The choice is yours. What will you think about next?